Hello and welcome, everybody. This is the Kickback Podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. My name's Elliot Worth.
I'm Lou Blackman. To the left of me, we got
Brock Stupka. And I will be starting this podcast out with a quote of the day.
Very important.
Gets me going. Yep.
The quote of the day today is, "This checker's not chess." Brock Stupka.
Wow. I mean, especially early in the morning, those are just really important to start.
You know, I woke up this morning, I was like, man, I can't wait till the quote of the day.
Wakes you up.
Thank you.
It's like caffeine through my words.
All right.
It's incredible. All right.
So let's get moving on. Clearly, this Monday night, college football playoff, the championship. What are you guys' thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm surprised. I mean, I knew it'd be a good game. It was
The obvious
All right.
two best teams of the season.
Cut me off. Yes, like Brock was saying, two best teams in my opinion. I knew it'd be close, but I didn't think Georgia was going to pull away like that.
Mm-hmm. SEC championship rematch, you know. Final score 33-18, Georgia. Covered the 2.5-point spread.
Which, yeah.
You know,
Vegas always knows.
I saw the spread. I was like, there's no way, but Vegas knows.
Georgia's defense.
Georgia's defense.
I feel like if
Jordan Davis.
anyone who betted 2.5 Georgia, like,
Genius.
I mean, genius, but like, I'd never bet against Nick Saban, ever.
Yeah.
I'd be too scared.
I thought Georgia would win the game after the SEC championship, you know.
I didn't
Even
think
though
they
they
had no
lost.
chance because they got
Even
whooped.
though they lost, they
didn't get whooped. They got
didn't
whooped.
But I don't know. I'm surprised because it's almost like Nick Saban got outcoached.
Well-
If you beat a team that bad and then Georgia comes back and beats you that
Well,
bad,
watching this,
They also lose their two top wide receivers, which I think
Yeah.
has to play kind of a
it
big
does.
role.
But like, could you say Nick Saban got outcoached,
No, I wouldn't say got outcoached. I think Georgia was just the clear better team.
even in the SEC championship? You think those two
They
receivers?
also had Jameson Williams in that game. Jameson Williams already had.
And John
like 4
Mechie.
catches,
And
59
John
yards,
Mechie
something like
injured
that.
himself in that game.
Yeah, he did. But was it? I didn't really watch all of it. Was it like middle of the game or like beginning? Like, did he play like a clear factor in the SEC championship?
He went out. He went out later into the game,
It
so
was,
like
yeah.
he had a couple catches. I
Also,
know.
in the championship, Georgia's D-line and linebackers just showed a clear presence. They were always in the backfield. Bryce Young's not really a runner,
Well,
and that forced him to get out of the pocket, scramble.
Alabama still had more
Low-key.
sacks than Georgia in the championship game.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Georgia's a defensive team.
I
though.
thought Bryce Young kind of choked at the end. Not just the pick six, obviously, but like before that.
Yeah. I want to say Bryce Young choked. I would just say Georgia's defense stepped up.
Yeah. You can say that too.
Yeah. The pass rush started to get there more.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Davis showed his presence. Big boy.
Big boy.
All right, so clearly the MVP of that game, Stetson Bennett.
God.
And that brings us to our second segment here at the Kickback, the Man of the Week. So,
I mean, we think it's pretty obvious. Y'all should think it's pretty obvious too. And if you think otherwise, you're wrong.
so
That is Mr. Bennett of Georgia.
Stetson Bennett, the man himself, threw for 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, and now his left ring finger's a little bit heavier. He's got a natty.
I mean, he is just the man. The fact he wins a national championship and then the very next morning goes on national television, absolutely hammered, I think is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
I think it just portrays America right there.
It really does. Like, he is the face of America for the next few months.
Out of Jones County Junior College, Stetson Bennett walks on to
Georgia.
Walks on to Georgia first, then goes to the junior college, gets a scholarship to Georgia, beats out 2 dudes in front of him.
Yeah, he started the year as a
then-
third string.
And then goes and wins national championship. I think that's
Yeah, bring in
Man of the
JT
Week
Daniels from
worthy.
SEC, and hey,
It's pretty cool.
he also did get injured, but Stetson,
he's no Heisman like Bryce Young, but
Was he a senior?
he's a senior.
yeah.
Yep.
Wonder if
So-
they'll start JT
Yeah,
Daniels
he went
next year.
his freshman year to Georgia, walked on there,
It's insane.
and then 2
Yeah,
years
so-
at a JUCO, and then
You think he'll like
beat out 2 dudes.
be a backup?
In the NFL,
Yeah.
Mm.
There's no. I feel like there's no
I don't
chance.
know.
I think he gets a shot on a practice squad. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, This is kind of a completely bold take, but how different is he from A.J. McCarron?
Yeah, you're right. But here's the thing.
A.J. McCarron was
I think
dominant
he
in
has.
college.
I think he has the potential, the potential to be like an A.J. McCarron. But then like his max, like the best he'll be will be like a Mac Jones. Like he's potential.
Yeah.
I feel like he could very well be a Mac Jones, but most likely he'll be a third string in the NFL for the rest of his life.
He's
Also-
better than some people in the NFL. Like
But here's the thing. Mac Jones was a presence like
Mike
all
Glennon.
year at Bama. I think we didn't hear to tell Stetson until the
I didn't know who Stetson Bennett was.
playoff.
till-
I knew he was their quarterback, but it was always just Georgia defense,
Well,
defense.
it was like at the beginning of the year, he was like splitting snaps.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, well, he didn't start till week 3, right?
Yeah, they had JT Daniels playing.
All right, so
Who really isn't that good.
But JT Daniels didn't do good, and that's why.
we want to say from the Kickback, congratulations to Stetson Bennett. He is our man of the week for week 1, episode 1. Quick round of applause for him.
It's quite the honor.
Yes, sir, Stetson.
So now we will go into our projections for man of the week for episode 2. So I'll start us off. So this week we had Stetson Bennett, but we just want to let you know it doesn't always have to be an athlete. So for next week, I am going with single dads.
Wow. Wow.
So single dads, they do a lot in this world. Don't really get talked about. So, it's just a big weekend. They could either
So
lay
much
really
potential.
low this weekend,
So
or they
much
could step
potential.
up. So we got week 1 of the NFL playoffs. Single dads usually get their kids on the weekend. So, bring them to a football game.
Single dads have a big week coming up.
They do.
Like, big week coming up.
Bring them to a football game. Show them how much money you make. I mean, nothing gets kids going like money. And
Football.
And football. So that's my projection
Also,
for man of the
fishing.
week.
Never forget
But-
the fishing.
but-
They could.
Always
They
think of
also-
fishing.
Except for its winter.
They also have
Ice
potential.
fishing.
They have potential to be. It could be a very bad
It
week.
could be.
They
a
could
bad
blow.
week for
They
single
could.
dads.
Yeah.
Like
They could be
missed
bad.
texts from the ex-wife.
Missed text from the ex.
Yeah.
Or just completely just awkward long car drive to the football stadium.
Uh-huh.
Like it's just starts
So-
the day off bad. I mean, then there's no recovering.
So
from
I would
that.
say single dads don't get man of the week without icebreakers.
Yep, it's got to be a good start.
Yep.
They got, from the beginning, they got
Single dads with icebreakers.
like
round of
like
applause.
they have to. Yep. They have to show up
They got
to the house to get the kid and have like box of candy and like a jersey or something. Because I mean, that first impression's huge.
Right. Yeah. So Leo.
Yes, to backpack that, single dads with quarter zips on.
That's your projection.
Yes. Here's the thing.
a good one.
Y'all don't understand how important quarter zips are today in society. Quarter zips are the backbone of this country.
Yeah.
Like you can use a quarter zip for pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up Sunday, football, lay on the couch, just throw in a quarter zip.
Quarter zip.
And then if you're one of the exercising types and it's been chilly out,
Gonna run.
morning run, just throw in a quarter zip.
Quarter
You know,
zip.
You'll never be too hot. I mean, and everyone can wear a quarter zip. You even see it now. College basketball coaches, they've dipped on the suit and tie, sweaty, quarter zip.
Quarter zip.
I mean, the best in the business are
Hey.
doing it. I think I even saw Coach K wearing quarter zip.
Hey, business casual.
Business casual,
quarter zip.
Quarter zip.
Toss on a quarter zip.
That is a great projection.
Quarter-
Round of applause for quarter zips.
So 2021 was a big year for the quarter zip. We just saw it really step up. Do you think 22 can surpass it?
It's early to tell, but I don't see anywhere in the future where quarter zips are going on the decline. I mean, I really don't. Now I'm starting to see some of the most important people wearing quarter zips. I mean, the youth is going to see this. They look up to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I'm a big fan.
I mean,
of
if you were to
quarter
buy
zips.
stock in quarter zips, first of all, you should have done it last year about mid-year, but I think now is still a good time to buy some
Booming.
stock in quarter zips.
It's booming.
Yeah.
What do you see college basketball coaches wearing?
Quarter zips.
Do you think? Yeah,
It's almost weird to see a coach wearing like a suit and tie now.
it is.
Like,
It's against the norm, or even like a short sleeve windbreaker.
you could
It's kind of
argue
the same as quarter zip.
Bob Huggins kind of started that.
Yeah,
From the beginning, he's been a casual guy.
never been suit and tie kind of guy.
I'm a fan of Bob Huggins.
I am too. He's
He's a
great.
winner,
Yeah, but he's the one that got Bill Self on the quarter zip train.
really.
Yeah, he was the first time he wore it was in Morgantown, and then during the COVID year, he's like, I'm gonna start wearing quarter zips. And
So-
they even interviewed Bob Huggins and were like, did you have like an impact on that? He's like, oh yeah, me and Bill talk all the time.
Really?
Told him to dip on the suit and just throw on a quarter zip.
So you said Bob Huggins kind of changed the game.
I think he did. Well, at least for college sports.
So do you also think he's going to change the game with bringing out the bar stool for
Oh,
coaching?
you're right. That
Is he
stool
a
is
bar stool?
iconic.
He sits on a
No,
bar
he
stool.
he sits on that
Oh,
stool.
yeah.
I mean, shoot, that could be huge.
That could be iconic.
I mean,
Especially
I feel
during
like-
March Madness when the bench is like lower than the court.
Yeah,
You don't want to coach
You wanna
from
be- you gotta be
3
able-
feet underground.
elevated. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about that.
It is a bold
It's
take.
very bold,
Yeah.
very bold. But it wouldn't surprise me if
'Cause
a
the
couple
first-
coaches. I feel like if the first coach should do it, it would be Bill Self, just because they are like they're
They're
good.
close,
They're
yeah.
good
Well, the first
friends.
time I saw it was
But I don't see Bill
the
Self doing
Georgia
that.
State coach. I forgot his
Ron
name.
Hunter. He also had a torn ACL.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh.
they use it for
Yeah.
injuries
Well, do you
and
remember
like health conditions.
in March Madness. Oh wait, was that?
Tulane. No,
No, no.
sorry. It was
Was it
Georgia
Georgia-
State.
Yeah.
Georgia State.
But was he on a stool for like a medical reason?
Yeah, he tore his
Yeah.
ACL.
Is that what y'all were just talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
And
okay.
his son RJ Hunter hit the game winner.
Yeah, and he fell off and like
yeah.
messed it up even more. That's iconic.
All right, so Leo, great projection. I mean, that is a great projection for quarter zips.
Quarter zips are just
Man of the
booming.
week for next week. Brock, what do you got?
Man of the week. It's gonna be healthcare workers.
There you go.
Obviously with all COVID going around, the Omicron variant,
Deadly.
deadly.
You're dying if you don't take proper
Healthcare
precautions.
workers been at it for a minute now. They deserve man of the last COVID years we've been going through. So
Round of applause.
healthcare workers,
for
round of
the
applause.
Healthcare workers.
Yeah, just bring them a platform. They just do the dirty work in America.
They deserve a plaque.
Quarter zips, healthcare workers, backbone.
Mhm.
Single dads,
Single dads is up there for sure.
backbone.
They
All right.
deserve a plaque that says like congrats
Also, a
or
great
something.
Father's Day present, dude. Quarter zip.
Quarter zip.
What
I
about
mean,
What father
you
doesn't
literally
love quarter
cannot
zip?
go wrong with a quarter zip for like a birthday present.
You know what I just thought about?
what about a Blackstone?
Okay,
that's
that's a
up there.
whole different topic.
That's a whole different ball game, Brock. I mean, it's like it's like talking about the SEC and then throwing in like the whack. Like just two completely different,
Yeah. Okay.
completely different things.
You know, heavy duty. There's some heavy duty quarter zips. There's also some like athletic quarter zips.
Oh, for sure. I've got a nice Nike quarter zip on right
Yeah.
now, and you can do.
You go
I mean,
golfing in that.
I mean, I'm supposed to be dressed in a business casual, but I mean,
Is that not business casual?
no, I'm saying it is, and I can also go to the
I know.
gym and wear this thing.
Before
It's incredible.
before we got a new coach on our high school basketball team, we would wear quarter zips on game days,
It's clean.
and I loved it.
Yeah.
I really really missed the quarter zip on game days.
Yeah.
Because
Did you warm up in them?
no, we don't warm up, but just wear them around the school.
I'm sure you could, though.
halls. Yeah,
You definitely could.
Definitely could.
Athletic.
no.
And they were Adidas. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Adidas.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna wrap up the man of the week
Yeah.
right there. Great.
Just a great segment.
Congrats to Stetson Bennett. We'll see who wins next week. All right. So next we are going into the NFL playoffs. We got games starting this weekend for round 1. We are gonna go around, say our winners of each game and our X factor. So, Leo, Chiefs.
Chiefs, Steelers. I mean, it's obviously kind of scary, with Big Ben. I mean,
Could be his last game ever.
yeah, and then I don't want to see some Big Ben bull crap and have him go off, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think it's a stretch. But I think I saw some saying Big Ben has like the fewest like throwing attempts or something like that. I don't know. He doesn't throw the ball very well.
Well, do you remember the last time the Steelers played at the Chiefs in the playoffs? Chiefs scored 2 touchdowns and lost. Chiefs scored 2 touchdowns. Steelers didn't score a touchdown, and the Chiefs lost.
Yeah, that's just we don't talk about those times.
Yeah. Those are
So they're going to be
absolute
running the ball. Najee Harris is a pretty good running back, but I said Nick
dude.
Bolton's going to be our X factor. I mean, I've loved him all year. I was kind of a sketchy draft pick in my opinion, but he's
He's really stepped up.
he's huge for us, and I think if he just keeps doing what he's doing, locks up Najee Harris. I mean, obviously the D line too, but
Him and Gay are doing
Willie
great.
Gay is doing really good, really
Yep.
good. And like when we didn't have him, Willie Gay, like it was a problem.
Yeah.
Like it was bad.
Yep.
But
All right. So
Nick Bolton, and I have Chiefs winning, by the way.
Yeah, I also have the Chiefs winning. My X factor, kind of a bold one, but I'm gonna go with Tommy Townsend. The Steelers don't really drive the football; they kind of rely on their defense a little bit. So if Tommy Townsend can boot some balls inside the 10, they're not scoring.
He gets hyped too. I love it. I love a punter that gets excited when they pin the ball back there. It's awesome.
So they can't give it to Najee 35 times in the cold.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
my X factor, Tommy Townsend. Chiefs winners. Brock?
Okay. So I was actually in attendance the last time the Chiefs played the Steelers at Arrowhead. Right from the bat, it was a beating. The Steelers really never got momentum at all, and the Chiefs did not have Travis Kelce in that game either.
Trev.
So the receivers of the game and Blake Bell really had to step up his
I love Blake
his
Bell.
role as
Wichita
tight end.
boy.
Blake Bell's awesome. And
Wichita
yes,
guy.
he is a Wichita guy.
Mr. Carroll.
And one of the receivers that caught my eye was Byron Pringle.
Not biased at all, right?
Not at all. left the game with 2 touchdowns against
He
the
did pop
Steelers.
off. That was awesome.
Had a couple good receptions for some good runs and touchdowns. Had a play where he juked a couple Steelers out of their shoes.
He did. He's
Where did he go to college, Brock?
Kansas State University.
JUCO guy.
He did.
Butler.
he was a JUCO guy.
He was
Wichita.
a JUCO guy. Went to Butler
We're
Community
all
College.
about local products.
We
here.
are.
all about it.
Went to Butler Community College. Popped off. I guess he had a felony before he went to college.
Hey, that's okay.
Hey, Coach Snyder.
Bounce back.
Give him
and
opportunity.
and so he went to the junior college. Went to Kansas State, where Bill Snyder gave him an opportunity.
Definitely a father figure in his life.
Of
I really
course.
straightened him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went on to the next levels, doing good things. Now he's scoring touchdowns for the Chiefs. That's all that matters. And so,
Would you say he's our wide receiver 3?
yeah.
Him or
I
McColl,
think he's been doing more
If
than
we're
McColl.
counting Kelsey. Are you counting
Yes.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Or-
I think,
Okay,
yeah.
so Tyreek 1A, Kelsey 1B. I'd say Pringle.
Yeah. I mean,
Mark's
as of
fine.
recent, I'd say Pringle.
Yeah, McColl's kind of been disappointing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I say
he
we get
does
rid
good
of him.
on jet sweeps and stuff, but that's
mean,
about
yeah,
it.
I mean, usually Tyreek gets
He was the
second.
second
Yeah.
round draft pick. We expect a lot out of him. All right, let's move on.
Yep.
But yeah,
Let's go to the
X Factor is going to be Byron Pringle for me.
Chiefs winners, right?
Chiefs, yeah.
All right, let's go to the Patriots-Bills game. Leo?
Very bold take incoming. I'm going with Bill Belichick's apparel.
Ooh, is your X Factor?
Oh yeah. I mean, if Belichick runs into this game with a cutoff sweatshirt, and just some pants, if you're a Bills fan, you're in trouble. Let me tell you. I mean, especially when the hood comes on, like mid second quarter, third quarter. I mean, you're in trouble. I think if
and they are playing in Buffalo, so it's gonna be cold.
it's gonna be cold. Yep. And I think if he starts the game with no hood on, I think that's bad news for the Bills too.
So you think if he puts the hood on during the game, it's even worse news?
I think so too. I think it kind of means like he's locked in, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So I think this is Belichick's game, and we'll see where it goes.
Would you say you want the headset over the hood or under the hood?
You said it was gonna be cold, so I think his ears might get a little cold. So I bet he puts it over the hood.
Okay.
But here's the thing: over the hood means the hoodie's there to stay. So I think if it does somehow appear under, that means the hood's coming off and on, and
Yeah.
it's a back and forth game, and
Well, hood's not gonna fall off. He doesn't really get fired up, so he's not gonna be.
that's true.
jumping around.
He's just stand still and just yeah.
He's a fiery guy, but I wouldn't say he.
He's not very mobile on the
Yeah.
sideline. Like he's not running around, jumping around and stuff.
All right, and who'd you have winning that game?
I mean, I have the Patriots.
Yep.
I have faith in Belichick and Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones will have a very good game, and Belichick in the playoffs, man.
All right, so for my Patriots Bills X Factor, I had kicker Nick Folk.
Another special teams guy.
I know.
Another special teams.
Special teams, big part of today's game.
I
Nick
agree.
Folk actually won me a fantasy football championship this
Oh,
year.
yeah. I mean, that'll do it.
That he kind of just won my respect. He's just a great guy. When Mac Jones can't finish the drive, hey, let's just give it a boot for 3 points.
Why not?
So,
And teams have been really loving to go for it on fourth downs this year.
I know.
It's high risk, high reward. But I mean,
Yeah,
if you
I
have
see
if you have a reliable kicker, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would dip on.
Yeah. I mean, Belichick plays old school football, loves defense. So let's just kick the football.
Trust your
Let's win a
defense.
football game. Trust your defense, kick the football.
Exactly.
So Nick Folk, X Factor.
At the end of the day, old school is going to win it, especially against I think the Bills.
And I'm going Patriots winning as well. First upset. 6 seed over 3 seed.
All right, Brock.
All right, so my X factor is going to have to be Stephon Diggs. I just made a quick change to that because Stephon Diggs currently has 8 touchdowns on the year. His brother Trayvon Diggs has
11 picks, I believe.
11 picks, 8 touchdowns also.
Do we
I think there's going to be a little friendly brotherly competition going on with the touchdowns, which is kind of embarrassing for Stephon to be tied with his brother right now, who's on the other
I would like
side.
to say something about that. Is he good?
Elite?
Who?
I would say
Trayvon Diggs?
Good or elite? There's a fine line.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say he's elite. I mean,
He's definitely not elite yet.
He's allowed
I
the
think.
most.
I
He's just
think
weird.
he,
I don't know.
he could be.
because he gets targeted
elite.
the most.
He's
He does have
definitely
the
a guy
most
you want on your
picks.
team, but is he elite?
But he's also allowed the most yards, right?
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's also, 24 years old?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's
very young.
Yeah, just in the league. So
Where do you go to college?
Bama.
Bama.
Recruited as a receiver.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Saban switched him, but I think Stephon's gonna want to go off, especially in the playoffs after last year, after the Chiefs beat them out.
He will. He'll be demon time. He's gonna go
I
off.
feel like Stephon's gonna have a little drive to him and is gonna want to win a little more. So I think if he steps up and the Bills' defense does pretty good, then Bills are gonna pull it out. I think.
you
I
got
think. I
Bills.
think the Bills could win. Yeah.
All right. Next game. Bengals Raiders. I have Bengals winning this game. They're a pretty hot team, but my X factor is to see if the Bengals can break the record for most targets to Jamar Chase, because I feel like that's going to be the impact of this game.
So
You just
Jamar Chase.
feed him. If he does what he does, like
The
what he did
Bengals
against the
record or the
Chiefs, or
NFL
as
record?
of recent, what do you say?
Bengals record or NFL record?
No, I'm going NFL record.
Ooh.
I mean, give him the rock every play, and he's going for 30 yards. I'm also a huge fan of him, so
So that kind of
He-
leads me to my X
He went
factor.
crazy against the Chiefs.
He did.
Chiefs
I-
are stupid though. I feel like we kept just
They put Travarius Ward on him and he couldn't guard him.
Yeah. So
And
that
like-
brings me to my X factor.
I can rant about
Sorry.
that all day.
So do you have the Bengals winning?
I did have the Bengals
Got
winning.
mossed a couple times.
Okay.
I could rant about that for hours, but I'm not.
So that brings me to my X factor. Well, first I have the Bengals winning. I think they're a great football team. Joe Brr. I think he's gonna beat the Raiders. And my X factor, not Jamar Chase, but the gritty.
Yeah,
The gritty runs the NFL.
it really does.
So
If you win the gritty battle, I mean,
The gritty.
what happened against the Chiefs?
Tre'Davious Ward hit the gritty after it. It was a great play, not gonna lie.
It was.
But next play, just
Yeah, it was bold.
You
So-
can't.
but
But
if
you
you
can't
win-
hit the gritty
on
on
Jamar Chase.
the gritty
On the
maker.
gritty.
Yeah.
I would just call him the gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a gritty
Yeah.
football player, and he loves the gritty.
You can't do like Brock was saying, this dude kind of came up with the dance. I wouldn't say came up, but he made it popular.
Louisiana boys
He is.
Yeah,
he
him
is-
and Justin
him
Jefferson.
and Justin Jefferson
But you
made
can't
that
do the
popular.
gritty on
him.
him and then just think
well,
he's not getting the ball the next play.
Yeah, you can't do it and then allow him to have 266 yards and 3
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
That was like the Steelers D-backs cheering when they were down 33 to 3.
Yeah. It was just
So I'm gonna say X Factor, the gritty. If they can do it, probably 2 or more times, I say they take home the victory. Yep. Rock.
If there's a gritty, definitely. Okay, so my X Factor of the Raiders Bengals game is going to be Will Compton. Will Compton, shout out Will Compton. He is one of the creators of a podcast called Bussin' with the Boys with him and Taylor Lewin, I think. Lewan, who is a offensive lineman for the Titans, and Will Compton was on the Raiders for a little bit. Just got released.
So is he on a team?
Will
As of
Compton?
now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nah, just got released. But I think what Will Compton brings to the team,
He's not on the team.
what he did bring to the team, he brought a lot of morality. I think he played like 2 minutes on special teams. I think he got a tackle, and he almost got a fumble recovery, but he didn't.
You know, I could go into detail about how that is the dumbest take I've ever made in my
Yeah.
life, but I'm not, just for time's
So
sake.
yeah,
But
I wanna keep
but
things
you can
rolling, but-
listen, and so all the Raiders players follow him, and they gain a big boost from him. He was walking around with
So we're giving X factors to who players follow on Instagram now.
I'm giving X factors to people who boost morale and get the team to where they want.
All
Will
right,
Compton
whatever.
From the stands.
Will Compton wanted the Raiders in the playoffs more than the Raiders wanted the Raiders
Did you-
in the
did you ask
playoffs.
him that personally
I
or
don't
something?
think that's true.
Did you ask him that? Like,
So
one-on-one?
you can't tell me that morality has a big key into this, and I think Will Compton brought it. By the way, Raiders are going to beat the Bengals without Will Compton.
All right.
Clearly, because you got.
Yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
For the sake of the fans, let's get moving on to the NFC.
Because go Raiders, they're going to beat the Bengals.
Okay. NFC, let's go with the Buccaneers Eagles. Leo?
I didn't really have an X factor for this. I just said Eagles have no chance. I literally think that game might be 52-0. I'm not even kidding. Eagles are just all over the place. They're not reliable at all. Tom Brady, it's kind of enough said, but I mean, here's the thing: it could go south. You know, AB. I mean, there's still some drama left in the team. Could be a locker room problem, but I think they've got that covered. I think Bucks win by 1 million.
Yeah. Okay. So for the Bucks Eagles game, Chris Godwin tearing his ACL and the receiver 3 Antonio Brown having the meltdown. My X factor is Cyril Grayson. He's really stepped up. He's the one who ran track in college, didn't even play football. Actually, sorry. My X factor is not Cyril Grayson. It's Cyril Grayson's 40 time. So, yeah, I'm with Leo on this one. Buccaneers win by at least 30. If the line was minus 29.5, I'm still taking the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brock.
So obviously the Eagles are going to win.
Okay.
Jesus, Brock.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so it's not obvious, but I think Gronk is going to be the X factor to the Eagles win. I don't think he's going to play like Gronk, you know? I think he's getting into his head.
I think
he just came off the $1 million incentive
I
game.
saw that. That was
so
funny.
He's probably kicking it back a little bit.
Kickback.
He's always kicking it back.
Obviously,
Unintended.
we need to get him on here, by the way. But
Yeah, we're en route of doing that.
Yeah.
we talk to him almost every week. So yeah,
I'll get him on. I'll get him on here later.
Yeah.
Tell him to clear his head before this next game. But I don't think he's gonna play like Gronk.
So
you
if
know?
Gronk plays bad, the Eagles win.
What if Gronk catches
like-
what if Gronk catches
there's
a
10
pass
other
and
players
fumbles
on the
it?
field.
What if Gronk deflects a pass and it gets tipped up and intercepted? These are all
So it'll be-
major
so it'll be
factors that could
52
happen.
52 to 7.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's your final score prediction?
21-20.
Really? You don't think Brady can beat Jalen Hurts? No disrespect, Jalen Hurts.
Great
Love him.
player. He's a good player.
It's
but
not
he's just
Brady
there
that's
yet.
gonna lose this game, though.
I mean, he's
Gronk.
the quarterback.
God,
Okay,
that's
okay, let's move on.
That's ridiculous.
Let's go with the Cowboys 49ers game.
My X factor, just Cowboys offense. I feel like they were clicking against the Eagles the other day, and I think if they just keep that rolling, I think the Cowboys will have no problem with the 49ers. The 49ers don't really scare me at all, and when Dak plays good, that team's pretty hard to beat. So I'll go Cowboys.
Cowboys, all right. My X factor, yeah, the Cowboys winning. Sorry.
Yeah, Cowboys.
All right. I have the 49ers winning, actually. I think there's going to be an upset. America's team, I just don't think they're ready to win a playoff game. They had a good year, won the NFC East, but I just don't think they're ready. And my X factor is Trent Williams, the monster on the O-line for the 49ers. I think he's going to shut down Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. 49ers winning that football game. Deebo Samuel, obviously.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, Brock.
So, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to go off.
This man.
George Kittle, you haven't heard much of him this year.
Injuries.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
'Cause he's
not,
been
he's not
hurt.
back, is he?
He is.
He is
Oh, he
back.
went off in the
Yeah.
Oh,
week 18.
Shoot, forgot about that.
Injuries have held him back. Having him back is
Second best
is a
second.
huge missing piece to that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, you gotta admit. Deebo Samuel in the backfield.
Is Jimmy G
Yeah,
your
he
X
can run
factor?
football.
Deebo
too.
Samuel in
Yeah.
the backfield is crazy too. And I think if they utilize Jimmy Garoppolo and Deebo Samuel, right, Jimmy G can find a way to work around that and take the Niners to
All right,
victory.
moving on.
So let's go with the Rams-Cardinals game. Leo?
That'll be a really good game, I think. But I think if OBJ does his thing, really connects with Matt Stafford, I mean, I think it's a blowout. Because I know Cooper Kupp's going to play well. He's just an incredible human being.
Blowout, really.
And then I think if OBJ gets touchdown, Rams win easy. I would say easy, but I think the Rams win.
Mm-hmm. So you got OBJ.
Yeah.
All right. Mine might stir up some. Might just stir the pot a
Is
little
it the
bit.
kick holder or something?
No. So I got the Rams winning this game. And in previous years, you've seen Sean McVay, is a fiery coach. Loves to mingle with the players. And so previous years, you've seen the sideline coach that holds him back, Ted Rath. Which, okay, I'm just going to say Sean McVay is my X factor, but we'll just talk about Ted Rath in a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll have Brock say his X factor, but I'm going Rams winning this football game pretty easily.
Ted Rath is a very interesting human being, and we'll get into that here in a little bit.
Yeah. Brock?
X Factor is going to be Matthew Stafford. He went to Georgia. Georgia just came off a fresh national championship win.
That's a good take.
Matthew Stafford's going to have that dog mentality, that Georgia
The
dog
dogs.
mentality. The dogs, baby. And I think he's going to go crazy, lead the Rams to a dub. And then I think the Rams are going to move on.
All right, so
Ted Rath now.
let's just go back to Ted Rath. He is one of the most misconcepted coaches of the NFL.
Yes. You might think he's a
Coach
hero.
or holdback guy?
Well, he's still a coach, but that was just his duty.
He was
I would
almost
say.
not a coach for a really long time.
So, if you don't know who Ted Rath is, he was the guy who held back Sean McVay.
Should we just tell him about our conversation yesterday and just how it went south so quick?
Yeah, so
Let's walk him through what
so
what we were talking.
Ted Rath, many of you guys know him as just sideline coach, but little do you know he was charged of 3 accounts of sexual battery.
Oh, my.
Got released.
And we were
from the
like, oh my
Rams.
God, like this is.
Mhm.
But then we're like, wow, that's crazy. Then we're like, this could go deeper.
We're like, wait, is this bigger than football?
Yeah,
Is this
it easily could be.
is this
And
a
so
leak into what the Rams
So what was it?
organization is hiding?
it was sexual battery.
3 accounts of sexual battery. It says he was found not guilty, but
I mean, you never know. I mean, he has the whole Rams organization behind his back.
yeah.
And I think he's an asset of that coaching staff,
Mhm.
and
He
they're going
was
to do everything they
arrested.
can to keep him in.
So, just reading this from Bleacher Report, it says he touched her against her will on the intimate parts of her body for the purpose of sexual arousal and gratification.
Which is interesting because his literal job for the Rams is to grab Sean McVay and hold him back. So this doesn't surprise me.
Makes you look into what Sean McVay is thinking.
Or just the whole.
Sean McVay is always one step ahead of that
He's a smart
next
guy.
person.
So, do you think Sean McVay knew that?
And he's like, this dude knows how to.
This dude knows how to like take
Grab.
control of
Yeah.
somebody. Yeah. I mean, it
And-
could go deeper.
I also don't think it just stops there. I think it's way bigger.
It's
Like,
the whole organization.
Why do you think? Okay, why do you think a football team moves from St. Louis to LA? It's
Money.
not. Yes, and connections.
Yeah, L.A. I mean,
Cartel.
that's. We'll get to that in a second, bro.
So money, obviously, but
I mean, here's the thing. They just got their new coach. They're all fired up.
New
They got
logo.
some new. Yeah, they changed everything.
Everything. New quarterback now.
Like they're trying to get big. And then
when
they
you change stuff like that, it usually means money things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then
yeah.
yeah. And when this guy wasn't it? Were they in St. Louis when this happened?
No.
They were LA. Okay. Well, they
So-
probably. Yeah, I don't know.
So once they went from St. Louis to LA, they just became.
I think that's
dirtier.
when things
We
went
think
south.
it's a.
Yeah.
And then they build the whole new stadium.
Uh-huh.
All this money just somehow just starts
Yeah.
piling in for the Rams. And
Cartel.
yeah, I mean it just
Yeah.
it
There
all.
could be drug trafficking behind this too.
Could be money laundering.
I mean,
have you seen Ozark?
hey,
season
should we
season
look-
4 coming out soon,
should we-
January
Great show.
2022.
Great show. Should we look how they funded that stadium?
I mean,
If it's,
It okay, yeah.
I mean, if it's like we said, if it's private, and we don't know. I mean, there's only one answer.
whoa. Listen to this. NFL owners in May approved the Rams borrowing an additional
Oh,
$500 million dollars from a combination of private loans to Kroenke, who is the Rams owner,
Yeah.
an increased debt limit for the franchise. Wow. So,
Wow.
who paid for the stadium? We don't know.
This
I mean-
this is where
You
The heads start turning.
Are we crazy to say that the cartel could be in the mix with all this?
No. Not
I mean,
at all.
that's
definitely not. With how much power the cartel has in Mexico, they're basically the government in
You know how
Mexico.
close
I bet
LA
they were.
is to
I bet
Mexico.
they had a say on
why
this
would they
coach
move
and his
why would they
sexual
move
battery.
from St. Louis to LA?
Like, you saw the fans in St. Louis. St. Louis Blues, some of the best fans in
Oh, man,
all of
they're
sports.
incredible.
Crazy. I got some family that lives out
Crazy
there.
fans.
Crazy fans.
Fans
they-
around that
Why
area-
would you want to leave that?
A Midwest NFL team has some of the those sports teams have the best fans.
Yes.
Yeah. And once
Bias,
the
Chiefs,
XFL
Go to
Also-
LA, share stadium. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just not.
It's like they're kind of like, I don't know, just not it. It's just not it. It's not sports.
Yeah, it's not. It's just all money now.
It is
It's all
money.
cartel.
And once the XFL went to St. Louis,
Oh yeah, they loved it.
I loved it.
greeted by fans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, R.I.P. the XFL. That didn't last long.
Yeah,
Didn't The Rock buy it?
They
St.
did.
Louis Battlehawks.
St. Louis Battlehawks, yeah.
Who's the quarterback?
Everybody,
Who's the
every-
quarterback?
Was it PJ Walker?
No,
it
that was for the Houston.
It was,
They went
Houston
undefeated,
Roughnecks.
never lost.
Houston
Knicks.
Roughnecks.
It was like it was a
He went
it was
to-
Hawaiian.
Yeah, he went to the
Um,
Chiefs.
Oh, you're right.
Like Chiefs practice squad.
Yeah,
was
what
awesome.
was his name? He was a beast.
Oh, what is it? It's on.
It's on the tip of
We
my tongue.
talked
yeah.
about it. Like we love this guy.
Oh, no, it was Taylor Heineke.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Oh my gosh, I have to look this up. What was
it
it?
was. It was Taylor Heineke.
No, it was some
No.
like
Yes, it was.
St. Louis. What was it?
Battlehawks. Jordan Teamu.
Jordan
Teamu.
Teamu, yes. he was a beast.
Yeah, he was a beast.
That's funny.
Yeah, Ole Miss guy, Hawaiian guy.
Yeah.
Do you think he paves the way for the Clemson quarterback? DJ?
Okay.
I think DJ's
I think he's overrated.
massively overrated.
I do too.
He was so good in high school.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he played on one of
Because
the best high school
he's like
teams
6'6"
ever.
and he's
Still,
John
he played on
Bosco,
one of
yeah.
the best high school teams ever. I don't know what is going on with him. If it's just the freshman year flunk or whatever,
Sophomore year.
sophomore year funk. That didn't sound any good anymore. But I don't know. I thought he was gonna be great.
Yeah. All right.
If you guys want us to get more in depth with this Rams cartel thing,
definitely
please let us know
we're
because
definitely
we
scratching
could
the
talk about this
surface.
for a long time.
We're definitely scratching the surface.
Send us like your hot takes, even
Yeah.
something you're like, this could be massively wrong. Just send it to us. We'll talk about it.
We've noticed the players that the Rams have acquired.
No take is too hot.
No take is too hot for the
Yeah.
kickback.
Just
For the
let us
kickback.
know. Hit our DMs.
Yeah, DM us.
Twitter is
We might put some sort of poll on our Instagram. What's our
Twitter is-
Instagram? What is it? Just
Twitter is Pod Kickback.
yeah, it's Twitter.
Follow us on the Twitter and our Instagram handle. It's just also Pod Kickback. So
Sweet. Just
let us know. What do you
DM
think?
us. We might put a poll up on our Instagram story. Y'all can just tell us your thoughts.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want us to talk about. I mean,
Yeah. As I said, we are just scratching the surface
yeah,
of this.
exactly. This could go. We could not even touch sports the next episode. I'll be fine with it. I
No
don't even
take
care.
is too hot. also.
Whoa. I wouldn't say touch after you say dead rat.
You're right. Yeah.
All right, so that could have just gone way south.
Oh yeah.
So let's bring it to the brighter side. Let's go to local news.
Oh yeah.
We live in Andover, Kansas, so big game yesterday, number 6, Mays Eagles, and Andover number 1 in 5A.
Yeah.
Mays defeated Andover 44-40.
Yeah, am I crazy to think I kind of want to end over a win? So Friday it'd be 2 undefeated teams, and who knows when that's happened before? Both teams undefeated first game.
Yeah, that'd be a big one.
That'll be fun. Both teams are really freaking good.
Rankings don't come out till Monday morning, I believe, so it'll still be number 1 versus number 3.
Yeah, both teams are really good. Andover's got some athletes, that's for sure.
They do have some.
Andover is a bunch of dunkers, let me tell you.
They can dunk the ball.
They can dunk the ball.
And nothing gets a high school gym more riled up than a dunk. So I think it's
that's true.
I think it's game of dunks.
I think
Friday.
And let me tell you
I
something.
wouldn't say it's a dunk because both teams. Actually, I don't know about Andover, but I know Central plays really good defense. Like I don't see like they might get a fast break dunk or something. I don't know, but I don't see like just dunk after dunk after dunk.
No, I think there's not going to be as much dunks. Central knows how to take care of the ball more
I agree.
than teams that Andover has been playing. Mays defending 5A state champs.
Mays, yep, correct.
They always. Just,
They
they're always
I
tough.
don't think they're looking that all that great this year.
They were looking good, and then they got killed by Atlanta South. I was like, what the heck?
They beat a
Had to bounce
clutch.
back.
They beat a mediocre Hutch team by 2.
Yeah, and we stomped them.
They also beat Andale.
Actually,
by
no,
1.
we did not stomp them. I take that back. That was a close game for some reason.
Hutch,
It wasn't
Hutch
close.
could be pretty solid, but yeah, what a bounce back for Mays to come in, snap Andover's 29 home game win streak.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to Andover Central. They defeated Arc City last night, 60-36 in Arc City.
Expected.
As expected.
No one even I just hate Arc City.
Arc
Really no
City-
reason. They just are.
Arc City and Goddard, I think, are just the hit bottom of the ABCTL2.
They
I
just
think we
are
can all agree on that.
worthless. I hate them.
Arc City ended Andover Central season last year with a last-second buzzer beater 3
In Sub-State, correct?
in Sub-State
Yeah,
at Arc City.
Yeah, last year was a rough time for the Andover Central basketball team, but we're a whole new team now.
They're back.
It is a entirely
Revenge
new
tour.
team, you could say, bringing in 3 transfers, 3 of them that start.
Kobe Smith, great player.
Oh,
Kobe
we
Smith.
love Kobe. We love Kobe. He's insane.
Yeah. All right, and also just a little humor. Did you see the Andover Central girls halftime score?
I think I did. Was
Was it 47-3?
So I was actually there.
Good
I was watching
Lord.
the junior varsity boys game at that point. I walk in with a minute before half, and Arc City only has 2 points on the board.
awesome.
As I'm walking in, I cannot name
Hey.
this person, but I can say ACAD. Kim's walking out of the gym and is like, "This is not a close game at all."
Yeah.
Hey,
also,
I'm gonna look up the Arc City girls records scores.
I would just say Andover Central basketball programs on the rise. I wouldn't say on the rise. It's always been
All
pretty
Arc
good.
City listeners,
I'm sorry.
we're sorry. We're about to just make fun of your girls basketball team.
Both girls and boys teams for
These
AC
look like
ranked
football
number
scores.
3.
These look like
The
football
rankings.
scores.
Yikes.
42-17
Oof.
to Eisenhower. Hey, Winfield was a dogfight.
Have they won a game?
No, 0-10.
Okay.
Oh, 0-8, sorry. 71-15.
Oh.
Sonic Central.
It's just heartbreaking.
Circle, nail biter. They could have brought that out.
I mean, as us, Leo and I, Brock's on the basketball team. We love watching our girls because they're good.
Yes,
We go early. We go really early.
love
just
our
so we
girls
can
basketball
support
team.
the
They
Jags.
are great.
Yeah, and it's fun to watch because it's good basketball.
Yeah,
And
because our
and it's important to support
of course,
girls basketball.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like obviously if we had a girls team, like
Arc City.
Arc City, like
It would
you
just be
guys know
hard.
the schools we're talking about. Like I don't want to watch it, and it's not because like I don't have like respect for the girls team, but it's just like I'm not gonna waste my time sitting there and watching them score 5 points a game.
I mean, it would be the same if the boys' team was that bad. If the
Yeah,
boys' team
I mean-
scoring 3 points and a half.
You will not see me in the stands. You will not. You'll. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just nice to have a team that like they know how to
Teams.
play
It's like,
basketball.
well, have
team.
you ever been to a elementary school, middle school girls basketball game?
Yeah, they're
They could
atrocious.
probably beat Arc City.
I'm saying
I'm taking the Jags
saying-
middle school team over Arc
I'm
City.
saying both teams are scoring 8 points a half.
They're bad.
Yeah.
It gets bad.
It's rough to watch, and I give props to parents of the
Yeah.
world who go and watch that every week. Because
Twice a week.
I would never be able to do
Yeah.
that.
I think we take our girls' basketball team for granted, and I just want to say thank you to Coach Jefferson.
Oh,
Have a great
she's the
program.
greatest.
Thank you, Coach Jefferson.
All right, so this Friday we got Battle of Andover. We kind of already covered on that.
Yep, we did.
All right, so we will let you know next week, recap of that game. And
Expect an episode next week.
we just want to say thank you for listening to our
Yes,
first show.
first ever show. Please give us feedback. We would love to hear
Feedback.
what you guys think.
Follow the Twitter and Instagram.
At Pod Kickback,
Yes.
both Twitter and
Yep, hit us with a
Instagram.
Like
follow.
if we
Yes.
sucked, like let us know, and if we did just amazing, like tell us because we just have no idea
Love
where
feedback.
this is gonna go.
Yeah. All right, so thank you for listening. We got Brock, Lou, and Leo here. Kickback.
Signing out.
Have a good day,
Signing out.
boys.
See you guys.